All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday Night Build Show. I'm your host, Ben Estrino, over here at the Empower Studio. And today, we are taming a beast. So come on in, get your snacks, hang out, have a good time. Remember to ask all of the questions. And remember, if you like this nerdy stuff, please make sure you give us a follow over on our channels. We are on Facebook, Twitch, Kick, Twitter, all of them. So feel free to drop in, give us a like or a follow, and make sure you share as well. Seriously helps us grow. So back to what's happening right meow. So we're not just building any old gaming PC today. Today we are building a gaming PC for Mr. Kep. Somebody who's been coming out of retirement, so to speak. So Kep reached out and he was looking for an upgrade. And we, of course, were happy to accommodate and get him set up for success on this new content creating beast. So we're looking forward to seeing all the new content that he's going to be creating with this build that we are building tonight. If you are interested in something like this or your very own custom build, make sure you feel free to reach out and we'll get you set up. So this build, this year, we're at, this will be number 606. And I feel bad for the poor bastard that's going to have 666. I was just thinking of that when I was writing that down over here. But anyway, 606 is the build count that this one will be. We are just past the halfway point, which was 1,200 PCs in the year of 2023. Overall, this is going to be an awesome build, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the live stream. And if you have any questions, please make sure to ask, and I'll be happy to answer them. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the loadout, the system specs. And I gotta fix this mic. It's not quite perfect. It's never perfect. I did some recording and played with some mic settings, and it's not right. I don't know if this is any better, because I'll be moving away. Let me know if it gets quiet. Alright guys, let's get through that loadout. Super excited. Let's go. How's it going, guys? So, hey Brian. Brian, Thanks for jumping in and giving us that follow, sir. Kimberly over on Facebook, thanks for that like. Thanks for you liking as well, Kep. Welcome. I hope you enjoy this, sir. How are we doing tonight? We're doing pretty good. We're going to be building Kep's PC. So let's see here. So we're going to start out with the Intel i9. This is a 13th gen, so it's the i9 13900K that we're putting in here. This bad boy's got 24 cores, 32 threads, and has a max boost or turbo speed of 5.8 gigahertz, which is pretty crazy. I mean, back when I was a kid, I was happy to get 2 gigahertz on my, like, first desktop, or not first, but, you know, really nice desktop. 2 gigahertz was crazy to get. And here we are talking about a 5.8 gigahertz processor with 24 more threads, or 24 more cores than the processor I was running at 2 gigahertz. It's just crazy to think about that. But that's the Intel i9 13900K. We're going to be slapping that on a Z790A Wi-Fi by MSI. This is the Pro Series. We also have an LGA bracket for the CPU and the LGA 1700 socket. The RAM, we are going to be running the 32 gigabytes of DDR5. This is an Intel XMP Ready Kit, and it is 6000 megahertz CL36 G-Skill Trident Z5. So it's got the addressable RGB on there. We've got a 2 terabyte M.2 NVMe SSD, and that's by Silicon Power. We're going to be cooling the CPU with an LS720, which is 360 millimeter AIO, and it's got 3 120 millimeter fans included. They're addressable RGB, they're PWM. Great fans. The video card, we're going to be running the RTX 4070 Ti in this build, which is 12 gigabytes GDDR6X. And this one by Zotac Gaming is the Trinity OC edition. So it is already overclocked. So it's a great card. It's pretty much equivalent to your 3090 Ti in that range. So if I wanted to upgrade to 64, would I just need to grab another 2 sticks? So, Kep, this is DDR5. And the unfortunate scenario of DDR5 is that you would have to, you can only run 2 sticks. If you try to run 4 sticks on this board with DDR5, it does not like to run. It's very finicky. So the rule with DDR5 is that you run 2 sticks and 2 sticks only. So if we upgrade, you'll have to replace these with 2 32 gig sticks. That's just the unfortunate, stupid bug of DDR5 that is probably not going to be worked out of this platform. Copy, that's fine with me. Yep, so I mean, really all you have to do is go get your 2 32 gig sticks, slap it in there, and then you'll be golden. If you try to do 4 sticks, what really happens, I mean, it'll work. Sometimes, in rare situations, it won't post, but it'll work. Usually it'll work, and you just have to run it at slower speeds. And the slower speeds really doesn't give you the benefit of DDR5. So if you're running the base clocks at 4800 megahertz, you're pretty much running the same speeds as DDR4, so you may as well just would have gone with DDR4. So DDR5, we're looking to get you that speed of the RAM. So that's why we went with it. New computer ain't going to fix his this man's gameplay. Well, that's not on me. That is on Kep. I'm just giving him the right tools to do it. So then there will be literally no excuse, Kep. No excuse. So anyway, we're going to be powering this bad boy with an 850 watt gold power supply, which is PCIe 5.0 and ATX 3.0 ready. That's an important thing, especially when you're working with a 4070 Ti and up, because it has the 16-pin cables connection for the card, and that's what this power supply supports directly from the power supply to the video card. So there's less failure points on your cable, less opportunity for melting, we'll call it. Thank you, NVIDIA, for creating such a crap design. We're going to be putting this in a Fantex G500A, which is a very large ATX mid tower. It's got a front mesh. It's got the glass. You'll see it. We're going to be putting the AIO on the top of the case so that all the hot air from this Intel i9 is just exhausted right out of the top, and it doesn't get recycled through the system. Helps keep the rest of the system cool. So, and then we got some cables for him, cable extensions, etc. So, all right, guys. I mean, you guys ready to get started on this thing? Let's get the stuff that we're going to need, which is this, and this. Let's move the rest of this crap out of the way. It's not crap, it's actually very expensive stuff. I would not call this stuff crap. Did I say that right? Alright, so moving on to the top down. So brace yourselves, you guys are going to get disorientated for just a moment. If you're drinking, it makes it better. There you go. Top down. I'm going to kind of set the case over here to the side, and we're going to get the motherboard, CPU, RAM, and this bracket installed. Let me fight with the motherboard for a few minutes. Why not? Any upkeep on the liquid cooling? No, sir. No upkeep. It is a factory sealed AIO, which means there is no upkeep other than keeping the dust out of it. Just like your car, you have a bunch of dust or birds packed into your radiator on your car's not going to cool well. Same thing with the PC. You have a bunch of dust packed into the radiator, it's not going to cool. So that's really the only maintenance that you have. Cleaning the dust out. The AIOs usually last about 5 years. Anywhere from 3 to 5 years. And by then, you're going to be looking at probably new hardware anyway, because the software is going to be so advanced that this hardware is probably going to be obsolete within 3 or 4 years. So, I mean, that's the life cycle of an AIO. There she is in all her glory. Not that you can really see it on here. The light's just reflecting off that sticker that's kind of flashy. Ah, it's so bright, it blinds me. Yeah, these are always cool packages by Intel. Somebody cue up the heaven music. The angels are singing. So I'm going to drop the CPU into the socket gently without bending any pins, and then we will take care of this bracket because I want to put the CPU in there to actually protect the pins from being damaged. Come on, there we go. While we're working on it, so the CPU is now protecting the pins for the most part. The casing on those look cool. Oh, you mean the motherboard here? We'll see if it actually focuses. It's struggling with the light bouncing off the metal, I think. Back it off just a tad. Huh, maybe you got it. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty nice board. Got these little peel-offs that unfortunately just broke on me. Means I have to peel that sticker the old-fashioned way. Alright, so let's break these bolts off. Retrieve the screws. And this is what our thermalite contact plate looks like. All it does is it has a little lip around the side here on the edges on the inside that holds the CPU down and keeps it from buckling or warping because it is longer than other older style CPUs, which is normally a square. These are a rectangle, and the center of the CPU likes to buckle up a little bit when you have it pressurized. So this helps it stay flat, which gives it more level contact with the cooler. So that's why we do this. And it actually has a 5 to 10 Celsius difference with this little piece of metal. So it does make a pretty significant difference, and it's really worth it if you are building with any LGA 1700 socket. Highly recommend it. And it's like just a few, I think it's like a $10 part. So totally worth it. The only downside is that it will require you to remove these screws and the plate if you ever need to remove the CPU. But you will have this wrench that I'm working with right now actually sent with the PC, so you can do that if you ever had to. That's a beast of a CPU from what you've heard. Well, you've heard right. It is a beast. Very power hungry too, and gets hot. Alright, moving on to the RAM and the SSD. Now I know that some motherboards from the 700 series like to disable or split the bandwidth in half when you have an M.2 in here. I just don't know if this is one of those boards or not. I think what I want to do is go look up the manual really quick for this board and double check that. Make sure that it's not splitting any bandwidth from the 16 PCIe 16 slot. Will this thing run 1440p? Nah, this thing can't even run Crisis. Yes, this thing will be able to run 1440p. And if you want to dabble with 4K, you could definitely run 4K, but 1440p you can run as your daily resolution if you want, even while streaming. So definitely 1440p, yes. Got the VRAM to do it on the card, and the horsepowers. Let's see. Sweet. Like I said, I just got to double check which one of these does what. It's not a standard. You never really know until you're in it, which I mean I could just do and then figure it out, but I'd rather just know right now. Multi-language manual. Well, that'll be nice. I'll have to flip through 18 pages of different languages. Alright. Aha. Send me to the slots. Alright. Does not look like any of these M.2 slots split the bandwidth from the PCIe 16 slot, and that is what I wanted to confirm. Let me just double verify. That has been confirmed. So, we can put it in the top slot, and I'm happy with that. And it's not going to impact the performance of this graphics card PCIe 16 slot. That's what we wanted to know. The sneaky motherboard companies don't tell you those secrets. They just put it in the manual and keep it very quiet. I haven't heard anybody talk about that yet, but I've actually come across it. I think it was with Unuzi's build. We ended up finding out that the slot that I had the M.2 in was cutting half the performance out of the video card, or the bandwidth anyway, not the performance, but the bandwidth, which impacted performance. And I was like, what the hell's going on? Chamber Tech's the one that actually helped me out with that. Cool dude, by the way. If you ever need your PC optimized, I highly recommend hitting up Chamber Tech. Takes quite a bit of extra time going through and verifying the system's stable after he's optimized or overclocked your system. And that's to ensure that you have a good overclock without any blue screens later. So he takes the time to verify. Hey Cole, what's going on? No, he could do it 100% remotely. So once you have the PC, and I can even have him do it here before it ships, if you want. Saves you the time of having to go through the BIOS with him, because he does have to walk you through a few things in the BIOS. But if you wanted that done before I shipped it, I can do that. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen, but okay. Come on. I may do it when I get it so you can learn more about it. Awesome, man. Yeah, he's pretty cool, dude. He'll take care of you. What's up? Hey, Heaven Bound. Good news. I haven't had any more blue screens, and I upgraded my EVGA 2060 to an EVGA 3070. Awesome. Glad you got an EVGA, because those are going to be really hard to find, actually. Starting to. I got it on sale for $350 from B-Stock. Holy shit. That is a good deal. That is a really good deal. Let's see if it sends it back to the right position. Not perfect, but can you... Thank you. Alright, so the motherboard's ready to go into the case. Minus the mounting hardware for the cooler. Actually, I might have to deal with. Don't remember. Yeah, let's deal with it. Let's just do it. Just do it. Never a good day when your PC builder can't remember what he's doing. Wait, what was I doing? Deep cool. Epicness. Those boxes are really nice, by the way. I could store a lot of crap in them. TMI. Looking good so far. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, we're just getting started over here. We're not even heated up. Like, I don't have sweat dripping from my face. Not that Kep really wants that on his PC, but you know, we're not even fired up yet. I'd still be trying to get the CPU put in. All good, man. All good. I mean, you could probably drive a truck around in circles around me, and I'd be sitting there still trying to get it out of park. Professions. Although I feel like I could figure out a truck. I think I could figure out a truck. I actually drive a, we have a 32-foot camper. It's actually right out the door here. That's why I'm pointing that way. But we have a 32-foot camper. Hey, Paul, thanks for the like over there on Facebook. Adam, a few minutes ago, thank you. Oh, these are all AMD. Whoops. We're not working with AMD here. Are we working with AMD or Intel? Just kidding. Intel. We don't need these guys. These guys are for a different socket. And I believe we need these ones. Yes. Yes. Yes, we do. It's really not that difficult. But anyway, I drive a 32-foot camper. I mean, it's not anything special. It's just you have to be aware of how big you are while you're driving, especially when you make turns. But outside of that, and then also just, you know, be aware of how long you are when you're passing somebody, for example. But and also how tall you are when you're going underneath bridges and stuff. Because the camper's not only 32 foot long, it's tall. It's like 12 and a half feet tall. And there was this one bridge that I went under, and it was like 13 foot. And I was like, I had stopped and had somebody get out and make sure I was fitting. Because I was so freaked out. Yeah, it's a big one. I don't want to lose my AC up on the roof. But I mean, I really enjoy driving the big thing. It's just because you literally rule the road outside of semi trucks. Nobody's gonna tell you to get the hell out of the way. Alright, so this is the Fantex G500A in all its glory. The beast of a case. It does everything you will want it to do. It's going to fit everything you want it to fit. Has extremely good airflow. And that is why I picked this case. The airflow, the simplicity of maintaining it, cleaning it, etc. Very simple. They even give you the fancy screw box, if you know what I mean. And can fit really big radiators. What more do you want? This is my favorite case, probably, of 2023. Outside, I mean, so that should actually be a video. Which case is my favorite case at this point? Is it the Lian Li Landcool 216, or is it the Fantex G500A? I don't know. That would be a good debate. Hey Paul, what's going on? Did you pick out the build and Kep just paid for it all? Looks like some dope parts. I mean, Kep and I went back and forth, and we went back and forth on what he wanted to do and all that, and we kind of just threw this together, and this is the results. So that would be a good YouTube for sure. I actually just posted a YouTube video on how to build a streaming PC for $670. Well, an RTX PC for $670, but you could stream on it. $670. You could start streaming. You got to build it yourself, or you can ask me and I could do it for you. I wanted you to pay for it, Paul. Paul, were you gonna pay for his PC? Or is that what you're saying? Winters ale. Got one little stud stuck in a... There we go. So I'm just putting the bracket here on the motherboard for the cooler. Trying to make sure it doesn't slip through. Now all of our studs are already in place. Our back panel is already on the back of the motherboard here. That's what happens when you buy a fancy board. And we're going to line it up, or attempt to. Would not recommend precision after that. Right on. I'm just kidding. It's cool watching a build. I'm such a casual on my consoles. Well, maybe it's time, Paul. Maybe it's time. You know, maybe somebody called you up. It's time to play the real games. Or when you hear your calling, you'll know. You know a guy that builds PCs. And he does it while making stupid statements like this. Dang it. And he loses screws inside the PC. But don't worry. He accounts for all the screws before he ships them. He was just talking about a build list that was $650. One of those kiddos to work. Yeah, there you go. Well, I just posted a on the YouTube channel. Go check out the YouTube channel. You can actually build a Ryzen 5 3600, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte M.2 Gen 4, RTX 2070. So it's not 3000 series, but it's a 2070. It's more than enough to start streaming and recording with, and gaming. Easy peasy. $670 with a liquid AIO. There it is. Thank you, sir. A little bit of a long video because it kind of explains all the parts and why we picked those parts, etc. You learn a bit from it. Oh, I hear that screw. The one that got away. Alright, where are you, you wee bastard? Ah, gotcha. Can't hide from me. Maybe you can. Alright, turn it around. Pull these panels off. We gotta pull them off anyway. Got it. I retrieved the screw, okay? If you hear anything rattling in there, it wasn't me. As of right now, anyway. Y'all go follow the channels to support this gentleman. Thank you, sir. Trying to build that YouTube channel this year. That is the goal. Gotta build that sucker up. Alright, so we have several cords here. Thank you for being so obvious, Ben. But we have a USB-C connection for the front panel. That goes up here towards the center. Got a USB 3 cable that also goes up here towards the center. Then we have a front panel power. No, this is PWM. Jesus. Jeez, man. What are you doing down here? Yeah, we'll put them here. That'll work. And then we have front panel HD audio. Then we have addressable RGB. That one. Sometimes they move them on the boards. Then we have the front panel power button. Power button. Case. So this is nice and fancy by this case. It makes it so it's a single connection. You don't have, 6 different cables for your power, reset, etc. USB-C, USB 3. Both of those can only be plugged in one way. You really can't do it wrong. Unless you force it, I guess. I mean, you're that forceful. Maybe I shouldn't go there. Anyway, we're doing the HD audio and the addressable RGB from the fans. Nope. Perfect. We got a bunch of our cables from the case done. Now, what are we doing? Do the radiator or the rear fan. Rear fan. Rear fan. We're doing these cables. Then we're doing the radiator. The AIO. That's the plan, Stan. Hopefully nobody here is actually named Stan. I don't think we actually talked about the plan. Kimberly, I got the live on my phone and my best friend is watching on YouTube. LL, she wanted to watch it also. Nice. Well, thank you. Austin, Sandy flew in today. She said to tell you hello. I am passing this message on from Facebook over to you, Kep. Austin. Tell her I said hello. I see you saw it. Sorry, I'm delayed. You know, there's a little bit of a delay here in the transition. I tried. Alright, so this is our CPU fan, which is going to be our fans on our radiator. Then this is the addressable RGB connection for all of the fans and the RGB on the radiator and the AIO pump. Be over the top of the CPU. We want to get these plugged in now because later we're going to have this big block of radiator and fans in our way, and it's going to be difficult. Kim is your mom. Oh, nice. Hi, Mom. How you doing? All right, so cables and this rear fan. Now this fan I talk about a lot, and I'm a real big fan of this fan. You guys saw what I did there, right? You saw it. Anyway. Those dad jokes just keep coming. What happens when you're a dad? You just got to keep them rolling. I'd worry that a $650 PC build will make me want more. It will, but I mean, it's a great start. And the one that I have in that video, $670, and I think there's some shipping costs from Zotac, but $670 would get you a build that is upgradable. So you don't have to keep buying a new PC. You can continue to upgrade that system. It's very well thought out. Come on, let me in there. Heard you say you were trying to build your YouTube. That's my preferred platform these days. Cole? Yes. I am trying to build the YouTube channel. I'm working on more videos, but I mean, the videos that I want to do, hey, thanks, Cole. Thank you for that sub over there on YouTube. The videos that I've been working on are very heavy. It takes a while to create them. It takes a lot of background background work or just verification, because in this tech industry you have a lot of trollers that come in and be like, oh, this guy's wrong, and you just have to be honest, you have to be accurate, and your information has to be good, or people really bash the crap out of you. So there's a lot of bullies, I guess you can call them, out there, keyboard warriors that do this for a living. So it's ruthless. So you got to make sure your work is accurate. And there was a video that I did a while ago that was a really good video, except there was one piece in the video that I talked about that was a little inaccurate, and it was just because I didn't know. And I don't know how many times I got flamed on that, but it was stupid. I was like, look guys, I'll fix the video, okay? My bad, I didn't know. I made a mistake. I'm human. So now I'm like so overly cautious about what I'm doing with my content. Unless it's live stream. If it's live stream, I don't care. Sorry, Cap, your PC's going to turn out upside down. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Where's the fourth screw? Well, that's a problem. There it is. Found it. Okay, we're good. I got a gaming PC. It's a Raspberry Pi. Nice. It can't even run Crisis. What a shame. This guy will never experience a real game. I'm kidding. But no, seriously, it probably won't run Crisis. I'll probably be doing a giveaway with the... Ooh. Doing a giveaway with the old PC, huh? Got to figure out how to legally do it first. The legal way to do it, I do PC giveaways, sir, is to do it with a... You cannot give it away. So if you do, like, a selection of your subscribers, for example, that's normally what I will do, is I'll take a pinwheel and spin it, and then it'll pick somebody. That's called gambling if you're giving it to them as a winning. But if you do it so that you pick the person to purchase it and you sell it for $1, that's a sale. So I sell mine for $1 when I give them away. And usually I don't even... Well, maybe I shouldn't. Usually I just write down that I got cash and then gave myself $1 to put it in. So... And then the rest of it I write off. So... That's how you legally do it here in Michigan. I don't know if it's any different in your state, but... Ideas? No, that would be a cool game too. If you, actually, that would be really cool if you do like a, I don't know, do like a game show, and then bring people into Discord, and then ask, you know, something like that. That would be cool. That way, people actually have a chance of winning that based on, I guess, knowledge or skill or whatever. Or, I don't know if you're familiar with the Redneck Engineer. He likes to give away PCs, and I actually really like how he does it. But he'll ask around the community and ask, who's a content creator who really needs an upgraded PC? And that's who he'll get the PC to. Somebody who will really use it to create content or grow their channel or whatever they're doing. But last one he did, I think he found a guy with that was working off of a laptop, like this $400 laptop that could barely keep up. So he got him this really nice PC. It was a really cool story. So it's another way to do it. But I know you're trying to build hype for the channel, so I think like a game would be cool. But yeah, you definitely cannot give it away if you are making it so that people have to win it, like on a drawing. That would be considered gambling. At least in the state of Michigan, that's how they treat it. Did a little research on it. Didn't want to get in trouble. Alright, radiator time. We need all of our cables to be facing this side. Hey, cross map snipers, or cross map snipes. Need help with the GPU question? What do you got, man? Hit me. You know of him? A few interactions on Twitter? Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. Cool dude. He and I actually work pretty well together. Well, I've been thinking about like asking him if he wants to do any type of collaborations, you know? Like, let's have a build off. Let's buy, both of us buy the same PC parts for a build, and then we build them, and then at the end of the build, we give them away. It's something like that. But see who builds them, you know, who built it fastest. Maybe do a benchmark on it. See whose bench is faster. I don't know, that would be cool. Linus Tech Tips did something like that a little while ago. Oh, he was gonna be next in line. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Redneck. Didn't mean to steal one from you, Red. Cross maps. I just bought a 3080 non-TI. You have a Ryzen 9 7900X CPU. Should I swap my 3080 and spend an extra $150 to get the Radeon 7900 XTX, or should you keep the 3080? Well, cross maps, are you streaming, or are you just gaming? That'll be my first. I mean, since I see you on Twitter, you're probably streaming. That's my first assumption. Nice system, though. Gaming with a little streaming on the side, I would say that'd be cool, or maybe a $700 best budget build. Y'all have to build a gaming PC. Whoever has the best build wins. Over on Facebook. Yeah. Cool, man. I'm down. Just got to get Redneck in here and we'll fire it up. Gaming with a little streaming on the side. So, if you are planning on streaming, I would... Well, the 7000 series does have better support than previous generation AMD cards for their encoding and decoder. So, you could probably... Well, the 7900 XTX is definitely going to be faster. Definitely. So, you would have more performance there. Would it be worth the extra $150? In my opinion, are you happy with the performance that you have now, or no? That's what's going to answer that question. And then also... Well, I guess if it runs a 3080, it should be fine with the 7900 XTX. I was going to ask about your power supply size, so just keep that in mind. Once you get up to these bigger cards, they start drawing more and more power. So just keep that in mind. But I think the 3080 is pretty equivalent to the 7900 XTX when it comes to power draw. 7900 XTX is going to be more powerful. Hey, Define Figure, yo, what's up? You see me, I see you. What's going on, man? How's it going over there? I've actually been meaning to ask you, and I was looking over on your page, but I saw that you changed your name. Defiant. What happened there? I was just curious. Maybe I just missed wherever you posted that, or maybe it was on a stream. Haven't used it yet. I'm still waiting for my 1000 watt power supply to come in. And your height Y60. Oh, beautiful case. Beautiful case. Love that case. The Y60 is good. The Y40 struggles with a little bit of airflow. But make sure that... pretty sure it comes with 2 fans on the bottom. If it doesn't... I can't remember because it's been a while since I built in that case now, but I love the case. But there should be, if not, get 2 fans for the bottom. You want your fans filled out. 2 fans on the side, 2 fans on the bottom, 1 fan on the rear, radiator on the top. Bingo. Beautiful airflow. Right on. 2 fans in the bottom, 1 in the back. Got it. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it included just 2 or 3 or what. Yeah, I was originally Defiant and switched to AA Ron. You might go back to AA Ron. But I'll be honest with you, the AA Ron, that's what touched me. No, I'm just kidding. No, that name made me laugh because I remember seeing a video way back when where this substitute teacher came in. Is there an AA Ron? It just made me laugh. That's all. And I assume that's where you got that from. Not sure yet. I like the name. That's all. But I like Defiant Figure too. I was just curious why you changed it. How you doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm just building out Cap's build right now. Getting him some more performance for his content. You're based in Michigan again, correct? Yes, sir. I'm here in Lake Orion, Michigan. You can look us up on a map. You'll find me right where I am right now to this very moment. Okay, bet I might be going back then. A lot of people have been telling me they like Ron better. Oh, I'm not saying. Both of them are cool names, man. I'm not telling you switch your name. Do what you want to do, man. You create the content. Is the Corsair RMX 1000 a good power supply? Yes. The 1000 watt is going to be more than enough for that system. And the Corsair RMX power supplies in general are great power supplies. Yes. Is that, is the RMX, which one is it that has the ports on the side? I don't remember the exact model there. Is that one of those? Maybe I should know this stuff. I just don't remember the model number. The model. You're stupid, Ben. You should know this stuff. I'm just kidding. I appreciate it, man. I am not sure yet, but I'm sure I'll settle one or the other. I guess it serves for my mood. There you go. Yeah, do what you want to do, man. You do you. I was just curious why the name change happened. That's all. I was like, man, what happened to Aaron? Also reminded me of a baseball player too, for some reason. So you think the XTX is worth the extra 150? Yes. The extra 150 for the XTX is going to be worth it, yes. How much did you spend on that 3080? Was it what 800 bucks? Or 700? A little high. A-Rod, that's what it would remind me of, A-Rod. I don't know why. It just somehow my brain has got that relevant. Yeah, I guess I'm just in defiant mindset. Hey, if you want to be defiant, be defiant. I'm not telling you who to be. At all. I was just curious. Like, I saw that your stuff changed in your name, and I was like, I scrolled through your page real quick to see why it happened. I couldn't find anything there, and I was like, ah. So I meant to, like, pop in and ask. Power went out here in White Lake at 5:30, and the power is back now. This is not a good time to have a screwdriver problem. Oh damn, I didn't know the power was out over there. Well, I mean, I guess there was a lot of storms. I was actually mowing the lawn. Not my lawn. My mother-in-law's. I had to go help my mother-in-law with a bunch of stuff. But oh boy, we're in a pickle. And we didn't put the cables in yet. What are we doing? What are we doing? Hold on. Hold on. You guys, what? What is happening over here, guys? 630, but refurbished. Cool. That's actually not too bad. Refurbished, though. Oh yeah, because you said B stock. That's right. That's right. I think that's what you said. And then, yeah, I guess. Let's see here. Maybe remind you of. Yeah, we already touched that. Okay, we're all caught up. I just want to make sure we're caught up. I got these black and white cables for you, man. These are extensions, but. For the CPU, the EPS cables, these bad boys. We need 2 of those for the CPU. Gonna look slick. I need to put these in before we put that radiator in. Almost put the radiator in before I put these cables in, and that would have sucked quite a bit. Because then it would have been more of a pain in the butt to get my fingers in there. But brace yourself. It's gonna take a minute. Prepare yourself. Yeah, no, it's cool, man. Oh, what you guys got going on in that beauty? So this is a Intel i9 13900K, a Z790 Pro Series MSI DDR5 motherboard, 32 gigabytes of DDR5 Trident Z5 by G-Skill, which is 6000 megahertz CL36, 2 terabyte M.2 Gen 4, and this is a Fantex G500A. Beautiful case, by the way. Excellent airflow. And then we have a cooler, which is a Deep Cool LS720 AIO, 360 millimeter AIO. The rear fan is a Cooler Master because it's not included with this case, but it's a Cooler Master MF. Use your imagination. I know Cooler Master wanted to call this an MF fan, but it is an MF 140. So it is a Mother 140, not a Master Fan 140. That's what they want you to think. The real name is Mother. MF 140. So that fan's in the back, and the reason why I select this fan is, number one, it's a great fan. Performance is there. It's going to move a lot of air for a 140 millimeter on the rear. But it also has a specific, unique, addressable RGB strip on the outside of the ring, which blends with this case because this has an addressable RGB strip on the bottom, an addressable RGB strip at the top on the front of the case. So this thing's going to look pretty cool when it's lit up. It's going to be lit. Is that what the kids still use today? I don't know. I'm like halfway boomer, so. Noise. That thing's gonna run like a champ. It's gonna run like a champ. It is. It's gonna be creating a bunch of content from Kep. So, looking forward to see what he produces with it. All right, we got our cables in, so crisis averted. We have radio ready to go in. So let's go ahead and mount this bad boy, and let's move on. Move on from this thing. We've got other stuff to do, man. I want it to run like Forrest Gump. Well, I don't think there is anybody here in the world anymore that can run like Forrest Gump. If there is, I need to know who it is, so I could go follow him. Soul, thanks for the follow, brother. Capsule is actually, oh, for sure, man. Look at you guys. You got a little bromance going all up in there. I mean, Congratulations. Does anybody else use Restream? You guys use Restream? I only use it because I just got so annoyed with different chat boxes. I just needed something all in one place for the multi-platform stream. You use it currently? Okay, okay. I like it. I don't mind it. But you get these weird messages all of a sudden like, congratulations! I'm like, hey, that makes me feel pretty good. Nobody ever congratulates me. I'm just kidding. I know you mentioned it. I need you to need to look into it. You say it puts my chats on in one. Yes. So basically, right now I'm streaming to Kick, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Yeah, Twitch too. Yeah, I'm over on Twitch. So anyway, all those platforms, and I have one chat box. So I can read, and it gives me a little icon of where it came from. Congratulations, you finished. Thanks, man. Congratulations, you finished the radiator. Well, I mean, it's mounted to the case at least, but we still have to finish this piece. PC building! Panic Patty. What's going on? You like PC building? How about you hang out a bit, you know? I don't know, watch greatness. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually not that big of an ego, dude. I love it, LOL. Just usually in bed when you're building. Yeah, I know. Hang out with us. Yeah, come hang out with us. I know Slobs puts everything in one chat box, but when you use the multi-stream chat, you can't chat back, so I have to have multiple windows open. Okay, so with this one, with Restream, right now I can chat back to you. Watch. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. So right now, Restream, I could chat to everything. Sent it. Hopefully. It should have landed on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Didn't go to Twitter or Kick. But I think that's just because support's missing from that currently. You're up in NH. What are you doing there? Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. Now, what I haven't figured out is how to get my automated messages that I used to have in Streamlabs set up to also go through Restream. That I haven't figured out yet. I need a paper towel. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Olivia, oh. Ern and I practically... Oh, I didn't know. Maybe I did. I knew that. No, I knew that. Dude, I talk with so many people now. I can't remember who's who anymore. Like, I'm even forgetting Mern's face. I'm just kidding. How's it going over there? Make sure you go slap him. Slap him on the forehead. Tell him, if he tells me he's going to call me, he better call. How about that? You just tell him that. Not good to keep the Italians waiting, you know? Kind of hurts their soul. We're family, I thought. I thought we were family. Mern is who you put me on. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Mern. Mern. It all goes back to Mern. Mern. No, I'm just kidding. I just realized my limiter has been removed from this, the limiter filter has been removed from this mic, so if it's cracking, I'm sorry, I can fix that. Alright, so Thermal Grizzly paste we're going to be using. This is Cryonaut. The reason why I needed that paper towel is because we do not use the thermal paste that comes pre-applied to the block on the cooler. We use Thermal Grizzly Cryonaut. Right? Yep. I want to make sure that's what we had on the order. Now, that was stupid of me. The reason why it was stupid is that I shouldn't put the paste on yet. I should have put the brackets on, then the paste. But it's okay. It can sit there. It's not like it's going to grow old or anything. Botrix for kick alerts. Botrix. Oh, no, my kick chat, at least. Oh, I'll check that out. 'Cause I know my kick chat just recently started working also over here, because even though I was using Restream, the kick chat wasn't working, but now it is. I want this. So I think as Kick is maturing, look at this beauty. Sorry, I've been talking about the PC this. Been talking about what? Sorry, I've been talking about the PC this time. Oh, god damn it. Look at this beauty. Oh, sorry, Ben. I was talking about the PC this time. I don't think you've ever called me beautiful, so that's why I guess that's what threw me off. And nobody calls me beautiful, so totally didn't expect that. Hey, honey, you're beautiful. Hey, don't go there. Don't go there, Mern. Don't want to go there. Taking this conversation down a dark, scary path from whence we cannot return. Right on. We have clean block going on some fresh paste. That's the last of the CPUs. That CPU is not going to see light or the light of day for at least another year. That's the last time that CPU is going to see light. I mean, think about it. Moment of silence for Kep's Intel i9. Acer, set a reminder in 1 year to change thermal paste. Oh, Siri. Nice. Florida does sound good. Actually, no, I can tell you right now, Florida is pretty freaking hot. Isn't it? My sister lives down there right now. Anyway. And I know she tells me it's ridiculous right now. Here in Texas, where it's hot without a nice beach. So I'd take hot with a nice beach any day. It's a good point. I was actually in Houston once in midsummer, and it was hot as balls. I remember climbing into a car, and I thought I died. A car that was sitting outside, and it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. It was boiling hot. It was ridiculously hot there. But yes, I could agree with that. I've experienced the Texas heat midsummer. It sucks. That's good. Yeah, it does. Builds character. Yeah, definitely builds character. I could believe that. It builds more than that. You probably... Hey, Timmy Young, what's up, man? Over on the Facebook. You ready to buy a PC yet, Timmy? I know you want to play some bar. Heat index in Houston today was 114 degrees. Holy smokes. I couldn't do it. You know, here in Michigan, 85, 90. You know, and that's not even all the time. That's just on a good day, like a hot day. That's too hot for me. I guess I got to keep traveling north. I gotta keep going north, guys. Literally, the only thing next is Canada. Further, you know, if I go any further north, it's Canada. And then, you know, with Canada, it gets too damn cold. It's just too cold. Where you walk outside and you feel like you're dying because it's cold. I'm going to Iowa in a couple weeks, and they only have 90, so you're excited. Well, and you know, the nice thing about Iowa is usually it's dry heat too. It's like it's just dry. It's not like super humid where it's just Florida. The humidity there is just insane. So thick air, like you can't breathe. Thick in the hot summer. Well, I don't like that. And it's like that here in Michigan too, but not as bad. Anyway, let's do the 24 pin. Why not? 24 pin cable going in. Fancy white and black cables. We kind of talked about a white and black kind of look to it, but I definitely leaned on performance first. I tried my best. There's more, you know, white parts we could have done. We could have done white fans, and that adds way more unnecessary cost and takes away from performance, and I'd rather put the performance there first over the aesthetics. Kind of like what you and I were talking about. So anyway, I'm just putting these cable combs on the cable. Nothing too exciting about doing this. It's a long, little tedious process. And all it does is, it has nothing to do with performance, it's all aesthetics. But it makes the cables look really nice and fancy. Holds them in place. That's what cable combs are for. I mean, you can do stuff like this with it, where you can get a U and it's clean looking. That's what the cable combs help with. And the tricky part is you have two, a top and a bottom cable. If you mix them up, they look like they're crisscrossed and it looks like crap, so you have to change it back. Some people prefer that design. So you can crisscross them. Some people like that. Look. I like them nice and symmetrical. Put it in this one. There we go. Starting to look like a badass PC. Do you know if the LED has the same color option as the blue on that radiator? You mean this right here? This is actually removable if you want to remove it. You can remove that and actually replace it with a clear one or transparent, which will just light up, because this will light up. Once it's lit up, you'll barely see it. But yes, you can get to a tealish blue color on the the LEDs or the RGB, addressable RGB lighting. I'm pleased with the aesthetics for sure. I rather have the performance. Trust me, that's everybody's go-to, is performance first. That's always what I focus on. And once we have a maxed out build and you still have more money you want to throw at it, then aesthetics all day. You know, but I try, you know, to keep it, when you're buying parts and things, you can kind of, like for example, this MSI Pro series has that black and that white kind of look to it. So that's why I picked this board over another Z790. Also, it has a lot of good features on the back for you. But that's why I picked this board, and then the black and white cables that we were going to purchase anyway. You know, it goes well. Blends well. I don't think it'll even be in the camera. Aww. I'm just kidding. It's okay. I know you'll take pictures of it and, you know, tell everybody about Empower. Well, if I'm streaming full-time in 3 years, when it's time to upgrade, I'll go out on that one. All right, we'll do an open loop then. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have to do an open loop. A lot of extra maintenance, especially if you're streaming on it. I don't like doing like super crazy open loop builds on streaming builds because, well, maintenance, downtime. You don't want the downtime. But if it's somebody who just wants the badass PC and gotta have it, then we'll do it. Do it. All right, so we've got pretty much everything installed here except for our graphics card and our power supply. So I'm pretty sure we could just slap this card in here and then do some, then the power supply, then do some cable management on the back. And then we fire it up and see what it looks like. So, almost there. It's a 3 slot or a 2? I think it's only 2. Camera. Power the wind. Not going to use this crap. GPU stand, kickstand. You are going to want to use that once you get it. And it's 2 slots. This is one piece that you want to pay attention to and maybe clip it. because this is where, when I ship this, this graphics card is going to be shipped uninstalled. That means it's going to be out of the slot in its packaging, in the case, packaged nice and neatly for you, so it arrives safely. The reason why is because no matter how well you pack these PCs, when it's shipped, this card bounces around up and down like this. And it destroys the PCIe slot here and the slot on the motherboard. I don't care how small the card is, I always take the card out and ship the card uninstalled. So really the only thing that you have to do when you install this is line up this gold strip here with this slot down here at the top, right below this thermal heatsink here. And you'll even see two slots open on the back here that'll line up perfectly for you. I'm actually going to remove them. But you line this gold slot up with that slot down there. And then give it a little bit of pressure. Once you hear it click, it's now slotted and installed. Then the only thing that you have to do after that is two screws here and here. And then you got your power cord, which I'll have here ready for you. All you got to do is plug it in. Done. That's all you got to do to install the card when you get it. Don't drop the screw like I just did. Highly unrecommended. I do not recommend that. Right on, easy enough. Yes, sir. Yep, you'll need a Phillips screwdriver for the operation. But outside of that, and let me know if you need one, I'll just send you one. Outside of that, it's going to be toolless outside of the Phillips screwdriver. And then the last piece is your kickstand, which will be in your parts box. But this little kickstand goes here, and this little lip is to support the back of the card. Like that. Make sure it has clearance so it's not rubbing up on a fan blade. But that supports the weight of the card so it doesn't sag. Easy peasy. Because it's a heavy card. But that's when you get it installed. You have one? Well, right on. Nice. All right, so the last thing is really the power supply, and then plugging everything into the back, and then doing some cable management. This is a backdoor entry for the power supply. Too bad Scotty's not in here. Did I use any double-sided tape on the bottom of that kickstand? No, you do not need to. Watch this. See that? Oh, I mean, it's pretty blurry, but I mean, it's magic. No, it's magnetic. So you don't need any double-sided tape. It won't move. Once you have it in place, that's when you'll put the kickstand in, and it's not going to move. Wait, yes, sir. Right on. Did you that? There's our 16-pin power connection that's so important for these RTX 40 series cards and some of the 3000 series. But that 16-pin PCIe 5.0 on a power supply is important nowadays because it's a straight connection from one cable from the power supply directly to the graphics card. Eliminates that problem, the failure points. Sweet. Oh man, like a zillion twist ties here. A little sad. I don't like twist ties. Twist tie, twist tie, twist tie. Every single cable, twist tie. Oh, not good to have the magnet there. Nope, stop. Bad twist tie. So I'm going to put all these cables on your CPU, even though, or your power supply, even though it is a modular power supply. But I would rather you have all of your cables here in the system, so then they don't get lost. Too many stories I have to tell you about cables being lost. Twist tie, twist tie, twist tie, twist tie. Hey man, you got enough twist ties? Dude, if I build 1200 PCs and there's at least, I don't know, let's say there's at least 20 twist ties that I have to deal with for each PC. How many twist ties do I have to deal with in 1 year? There was an average of 20 twist ties per PC, and I built 1,200 of them. That's a math equation. I say. Simple multiplication. Man, you could wholesale us back? Seriously. Probably only for like $2, but and usually with twist ties, it comes in a spool, and it's actually a machine twist tying. So it's a spool that gets wrapped over the product, and then it's two little arms that twist it. It grabs and spins and then cuts. And that's how they do it. So I'd have to somehow magically get it into a spool. there we go. We got our power supply ready to go in here. We're going to submit it through the back door. And there's 2 thumb screws with the little power supply frame that we installed onto the back of the power supply. 2 little thumb screws that hold the power supply in. And all of our power supply cables just are here. I think the most important one is going to be this bad boy with the graphics. That guy, gonna go over here. Oh yeah. Front side, which is then going to plug into the graphics card. So, important thing while you're plugging this 600 watt cable in. Just imagine making 3-hour back, 3-hour back and day twist tying thing. Yeah, no, I don't think I could do it. But this 600 watt cable, when you go to plug it in, you want to make sure it is all the way plugged in. If you don't plug this in all the way, it will melt at the connection here, and then the card will have to go in for repair. So just make sure it's all the way in. And really, the way you could tell is if you look at the edges and see that there's no gap. If there's a gap, then it's not plugged in all the way. I would recommend unplugging it and plugging it back in. So just make sure that's in all the way. The reason why it will melt is because the connection is not complete, and it will create what we call an arc, and the arc creates heat, and the heat melts plastic. So that is the important piece. Also, with the cable, don't bend it like crazy. That's why we put it in this big case, so we're not bending it at the connection, which is also going to pull the pins away from each other. We just want to keep it kind of like a straight, just like that, basically, as much as we can. So this cable is very sensitive. Keep that in mind. Very sensitive cable. Alright, so this guy needs this guy. Or this full RGB to our pump. Then we have this guy. This guy. Actually put that about. But this guy plugs in here. This is our addressable RGB to our back fan. Finally, this chain plugs into this. It's going to feed addressable RGB and the fan speeds our fans on the radiator. And this one here is our fan, our rear fan. We still got to get plugged in. But I forgot about this one. Not a big deal. I think there's one right here in the top corner. Where'd you go? Hey, come back here. Thank you. Just slide over and get them plugged in. No big deal. There we are. Then we'll tie this stuff up. The fact that we build wire here has to make it all the way back down. Cable management, man. Gets to you. Such a satisfying thing to do, but so stressful. Dang it. Come back here, you. I ain't done with you. We're not done with that either because we gotta get a data cable up there. Haha. But could I find one? Nope. Get out of my way. Why don't you sit yourself down, alright? Take a minute. Think about that. Think about what you just said. See what cable management does to you. This is 90% white. I think that's what everybody tells me too. People are just not into the cable management stuff. That's why it's so stressful. It's like I gotta do a good job. I make it look fancy. What you paid me to do. Good. Work good. Not accidentally flip cable instead of a zip tie. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah. Actually, I want this one. This one. Ah, ran out of zip ties. Whew. Starting to break a sweat over here now. Hitting that point. Alright, so let's get these finished up here. A little trick on this case is we pop this little SSD cable here, piecing here. Try to slide some of this. Pop this panel back on. Pull some of this through. Alright, and then all the extra cables here, we're going to tie them up and put them in the basement. We didn't use extra cables. They're there for the future. When needed. When they are called upon, they will be there, ready and waiting. There we go. That's how you cable manage in like, what was that, 15, 20 minutes? 15-ish? 10? I don't know. Cable management. Done. Does it look good? Do you like it? Kind of looks a little quirky, but can't really do much with it. How the cables want to go. What would you need for what? Oh, the extra cables? The extra cables, you would need them for additional storage, peripherals. Let's say you add an additional USB 3 card that has its own chipset on it to add more USB 3 cameras or something. That's going to require SATA cables, power SATA. That is in here. Or if you had storage like hard drives, that's in here. You'll need SATA cables. Let's say you change your graphics card to something else. We got the 2 PCIe, the old-fashioned PCIe. Not really old-fashioned, but it's got 2 of those cables in here. So everything's in there, so you can change it out. But cable management isn't done until you hide your cables. That's another cool feature of this case. These hinged panels that just close hides even more. Even though, you know, the cable management looks good. Let's just make it look even better. Look at that. Now it's super cool looking. And this rear panel is also hinged, and it closes with a magnet. We have our top piece here, which is, again, toolless. Got little push balls that get pushed in place there. There she is, ready to be fired up. Let's clean this up real quick, and then we'll get it plugged in and fired up. Don't accidentally throw my tools in the trash bin. That would be a bad idea. Not sure why I want to do that. I'm going to stand it up, get it plugged in here. I'll switch the view so you can see what's going on. Moment. I wonder if our capture card is going to be able to capture this. The capture card is finicky. It doesn't like to capture low resolutions. For why? BIOS and posts on PCs are in really low resolution, so it's like sometimes it wants to work and sometimes it doesn't want to work. Haven't quite figured it out yet. Why? Ah. Alright. Switch this view. Not sure where my capture card is. It's actually just completely gone. So that answers my question. Not even a source right now, and I'm not going to look into it. I've had all sorts of problems with this stupid capture card. All right, so you ready for this? For awareness, your power button, and I'm going to bounce the table around, is right here at the top. You see this little shiny looking thing? That is the power button. A lot of people make the mistake and think on this case, the power button's up here at the top. It's not, it's right here on the front. So when you get it and you're like, I can't turn, it doesn't turn on because I'm pushing the reset button. I get that a lot. So just make sure, take note that the power button's right here. Let's do it. Yeah. Looks good. That's awesome. I may have that guy go ahead and optimize it while you have it so you could just plug and play. For sure, man. Yeah, Chamber Tech, I can hit him up and see what his schedule's like and see if I can get him on this before we get it shipped out. I think he charges $150 or $125 or something like that. Tune it. Yeah, you should be able to get it done before we ship it. If I call him and say, hey, I need this done tomorrow, he's usually really good about working with me. Yeah, I can send you his contact. In fact, it is on the Twitter. I'll send it right now. Okay, cool. Yes. Man, this thing turned out good. We got a post currently in the BIOS right now, so we're ready to start loading up Windows, but we got our Intel i9 13900K showing with 32 gigs of RAM. CPU is currently running at 33 Celsius with no fan curve set yet, and it's kind of, the ambient temperature is pretty warm in here. So that's pretty good temperature out of the gate. So we're looking good. You'll message him tomorrow as it's late over there. Yeah, I know. He's usually up pretty late though. I will say that. I've noticed. But yeah, message him tomorrow and he'll get back to you. Just let him know that Ben over at Empower just built your PC and you wanted to get the... I'll hit him up too. But just get it tuned before it ships. He and I already do this all the time, so. But yeah, man, we're ready to do Windows. So we've got Windows 11 Pro. Did you want, I think we talked about this, you want Windows 11 Pro or did you want Windows 10? Because Windows 11, we can't, it's very hard to downgrade to Windows 10. But Windows 10, it's very easy to upgrade to Windows 11. And there's no difference in cost. The same price. Which you already paid for, 11, but it's the same price as 10, so it's your option if you want 10 or 11. And I think we talked about this, and I have 11. I just wanted to double check. Don't have a preference. Alright, so we'll just go with 11. That way you don't have to deal with upgrading when Windows 10 gets shut off. But yeah, the build turned out nice. Super smooth. Slick. So you can see, I don't know if maybe you can see, yeah. So you can see that ring on the rear fan. The reason why I selected that is because it's kind of front facing. And then you got the strip here, this accent strip. And then you also have a strip here at the top and the front of the case. So it kind of just blends well with the case. If I could swap out all the fans, I would. But they're literally, those fans are like $30 each. They're not cheap. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pretty penny. And like I said, I was purely focused on performance, trying to maximize your performance. So that works for you? Yeah. But we needed a rear fan, and that's a good fan to run back there. Gonna move some air. And it's big. The 140, not a 120. Beefy, big boy. All right, Windows is underway. You like it a lot, man? Thanks a ton. Yeah, no problem, man. But it's probably going to be, what's today? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Thursday, Friday is when I'll have it shipped, depending on, you know, when Chamber Tech can jump on here. But Thursday, Friday is when we'll have it shipped. And, you know, if he needs Friday to get on it, then unfortunately Friday is the last pickup day of the week for UPS, so it would have to wait till Monday to go out if we don't get it out on Friday, just for awareness. And then from there it's just a couple of days, like 3 to 5 days to get to you. Right on, man. So yeah, I just need about 24 hours to do the battle tested stuff that I do to it, and then whatever Chamber Tech wants to do to it, and then we package it up and ship. And then when you get it, you got to do an open box video. I'm just kidding. You don't have to. I'm just kidding. But no, definitely give me some feedback. Let me know how everything went. I know I delayed the stream a little bit here. That was some stuff going on. Family side was catching up with me. So sounds like a plant stand. I see what you did there. See what you did. Plan on doing a stream to unbox it. Nice. You gotta let me know when that stream happens, and I'll be there to answer all the questions. Make sure it goes smoothly. No, I'm just kidding. I'll sit there and watch and laugh in my chair. No, I'm just kidding. Eating popcorn. Just kidding. No, it'll be smooth. Really, the biggest thing is getting that graphics card installed, so just make sure, you know, if you have any questions on that, let me know. I'll be available to answer. Call me. Twitter's not the best way to message to get my attention. Calling is going to be the best way to get a hold of me immediately if you need help. So make sure you have my number. which it should be on the invoice and should be on my email. It'll be my turn to make dad jokes. Although you're not a dad, well, all of us at heart, you know, we got it. This is when you're a dad, you just have more practice. I'll call if you need it. It should be good. No, I know. I'm pretty sure it'll be alright. You got some experience with PCs. I'm not worried. Alright, man. I'm going to end it here. You have a good night. Thank you, everybody else who joined and followed and watched. I missed quite a few likes over there on the Facebook side. Sorry about that. I get focused on the cable management and everything else goes dark. But thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good night, guys. You too. Take care, man.